Well, hello there. Happy Sunday afternoon. So, what am I up to this afternoon? You might ask, and you might not, but I will tell you anyways. So I've got this, which is a electrical connection box off an electrical motor. It's for a project we're doing. So this bolts to the frame of the motor, and then you enter your cable in the bottom here to provide power to the motor. So in this case though, we've got a sensor in that motor and it requires a special cable. So to terminate that, I'm going to have to put another hole in here so we can put a small tech connector in there. So it's going to be a half-inch NPT pipe fitting, which I just happen to have a half-inch NPT tap and the corresponding drill. So I'm going to, it's going to be a bit tight, but I'll drill on either side here. And then I'll tap it out. Now the only snag is this cast is all cast metal, cast iron. The bottom here is about half an inch thick. So it could be a bit of a tough tap, but we'll see. So the first step is I'll drill the, chuck it up in the mill here, and I'll drill the pilot hole. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got her clamped in here. Originally I was hoping I could just clamp it in the vise, but it wasn't that simple, of course, because the height of this, the height of the drill bit, I've only got so much room to work with. The chuck takes up a bunch more room. So yeah, long story short, in the vise it was too high. So I've clamped it in the, used some blocks to clamp it to the bed, then use the couple of clamps in the vise to keep it from pushing that way. So I think she's going to be pretty solid. The test is always when you put the power to it. Okay, so I got her clamped in here. Originally I was hoping I could just clamp it in the vise, but it wasn't that simple, of course, because the height of this, the height of the drill bit, I've only got so much room to work with. The chuck takes up a bunch more room. So yeah, long story short, in the vise it was too high. So I've clamped it in the, used some blocks to clamp it to the bed, then use the couple of clamps in the vise to keep it from pushing that way. So I think she's going to be pretty solid. The test is always when you put the power to it. Okay, I zoomed her in a bit just so we can better see what's going on here. So now I'm going to center it in here. And that'll still give me enough for the connector on that side. Looks about center. Pretty good. Pretty close. Okay, so we'll start with the pilot bit. That one looks a little better. Oh yeah, much better. And the smoky stuff over there. This will be the big test. Okay, I have to move it aside to get it in there, so. Slow her down a bit. So make sure my clamping is still tight. Okay, success. Okay, success on the drilling part of it anyways, so. Now this is where it's really going to get tough. This is where I need one of those big Greenfield tapping handles, but I don't have one. Okay, seems to be going. Cast iron is good and bad news. Just good news in it's soft metal, but also got to be careful. Stop trying to work with aluminum. Went in at a little bit of an angle, but this is just a mechanical connection, so. afraid of that. Should have been checking my clamps as I went. These have a tendency to loosen off. But we're almost there, so. Yeah, she's letting go on me now. Cramp. Okay, gotta find something to try in there. Okay, so apparently I don't have an actual tech connector here in the shed, but this is a similar configuration. The other thing is you'll have a connector on here with a gland in it and the cable goes in, but same kind of thread and same material, so. Yep, that'll work just fine. So it's, yeah. Like say the thread is just a tiny bit crooked. And like I say, that's because that cast is soft metal and it took a slight tilt on me. What I should have done, let's see, there's the tap. What I should have done, put the tap in a collet and then run that down. So I'll remember that for next time if I have to do that again. Every time you do something, you always think of a better way to do it the next time. Okay, so that's the end of that project. Will work. I'll get that to the guys at work tomorrow and they can finish hooking that motor up. And on to the next task. So I'm just going to enjoy a beverage now. This is Dead Frog Nutty Uncle Peanut Butter Stout. Not a big fan of these infused beers and stouts, but it's definitely full-bodied, so. Yeah, it's a little hint of peanut butter in there. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Anyways, Ian Matthews will be happy. I'm drinking this at room temperature, so that's something. So anyways, cheers, and I will see you all another time. Bye for now.